for Sheila. Welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. You're gonna love it here. Please hit the like button, guys. Please like this video so other people could see the video. Subscribe, because I am someone that give a lot of advice, even if it's not needed, okay? But I'm gonna give it because it come to me to give it. But anyway, so the information you need for me is in the description box, all my social media. So today, I know you've seen the title of the video. It is forgiveness. And I wanted to talk about forgiveness because I only knew to forgive, of course, in the Bible. And I thought forgiveness was just that you do when someone wronged you or did something to you knowingly and sometimes unknowingly. But I've never looked at forgiveness as me forgiving myself, and that's the point I want to talk about today, because I struggle with forgiving myself for things. I feel that that's where all of some of my most hardest work for me is when I had to really look in the mirror or look at myself and forgive myself for choices that I made, poor choices that I made when it comes to people, things I've done. I would blame and hold things against myself, I should say, rather than other people. So, and I'm not saying that I'm just like all high and mighty where I haven't exercised forgiveness to people, but I've noticed that my biggest thing is myself, because I do hold myself to a high standard. I love myself. It's like when I make a mistake or I realize that it's a mistake, the thing that I would deal with is I would play over it over and over and over and over in my head about how I knew better and I could have done better and all these things. So I wanted to talk about it today. I have notes here, so that's why I'm looking down, guys. So bear with you, girl. I feel like the real work comes in when you forgive yourself, for accepting that sometimes you do have a role to play when it comes to certain people, because sometimes we allow people to do things not on purpose, but because we love them. You allow certain behaviors to hinder you from really speaking up for yourself, or really telling a person, hey, that hurt me when you do that, or giving them chances over and over. And I am a person, I give people chance after chance after chance, because sometimes, I don't know, I'm just a forgiving person. Like, I do. I give people a lot of chances because I really want them to get it right. I really want them to do right by me, because I know who I am within myself. So if I'm on your team, baby, we winning. So it's like, I would give those chances because I love you, but sometimes you have to set boundaries, and you have to just look at what you're allowing to continue to happen over and over. Because if it happened over and over, they're comfortable with that type of behavior, and they comfortable with thinking you are gonna stay or be, continue to be there with those behaviors. So you have to be careful on what you allow. And once you realize that you allow enough and that you did lack boundaries, forgive you, because learning as well. Nobody have the blueprint of this life. We going in this life trying to figure it out, all of us. My thing is, it's very important for you to just Forgive and let go, even if you have to leave that person in the dust behind, okay? I do believe that there are lessons in every situation. So I'm starting to realize that even if I lacked boundaries or telling someone something, or I make a mistake with doing something, I'm learning from that situation. And it's okay, because in life, you're going to continue to learn. If you're not learning, then you're not evolving. You just stuck in your same ways for your whole life, something wrong. It don't supposed to be like that. You're supposed to always be trying to, always, because there's a generation behind you. And once you learn and you get it down packed, then you're supposed to teach that to the next generation, and so forth and so forth. So it's like learning that, knowing that you're learning always is another way for me to say, you know what, I forgive myself because I learned this. Now I know if this was to happen again, I know that I'm not gonna go for this, and I'm not gonna harbor resentment and feelings over that. I had a really hard time with victimizing myself, telling myself things or asking myself questions like, why is this happening to me, and all of that kind of stuff. But that's not an accurate way of thinking, because if you always victimizing yourself, then you're never going to get over or forgive yourself for the things that are choices that you made. You're not going to really heal from that. So that's very important. You are responsible for your well-being. No one else is. So if you're looking for love, then you gotta love you right? Like, you have to love yourself and really, truly do the things for yourself before someone else can do it for you. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're always gonna have to make sure that you're putting yourself first. You should never lose yourself in a relationship, not just with, it could be friendship, family, whatever, like a job. You can't lose yourself in that and be so into that where you're neglecting yourself. And then you neglect yourself, and then you realize it, and then now you're the victim, and oh, I did this and I shouldn't have did that, and oh my God, like, what I'm gonna do now? Like, you're gonna pick yourself up, you're gonna forgive yourself for being in that cycle of choices that you made, you're gonna learn from them, and then guess what? You're gonna go on, and then you're not gonna do that again. It's kind of like, I had to realize that too. Like, no, don't. You feel the feelings that you need to feel, but you don't sulk in it. You don't sit and make yourself depressed. And that's also on the topic of forgiving yourself, for choosing someone over yourself. And then I also want to talk about forgiving without closure, because I think this is on the lines of, after you've been in a relationship and it didn't work, or a friendship or anything, and it didn't work out, right? And the person that you were with, didn't give you really much to go on, but you know that it needs to end. And you need to forgive yourself for without the closure from that other person. You need to just go inward, because that's very important to you healing anyway. No one can give you a reason for you or your choices. You get what I'm saying? Only you have that. So it's like, just go within. And what I like to do is actually get in the mirror and talk to myself. I talk to myself. I mean, I don't think nothing is wrong with it, but I'm not a doctor. I'm not a licensed specialist or nothing, so I don't think anything is wrong with it. You speak those, you release, sometimes you need to hear it out loud and, to really get what you're feeling out. So I would tell myself, I forgive you. I forgive you and I love you. And I believe that that is a key component with having a relationship with yourself. I feel like forgiving is forgiving the person, and then forgiving yourself is a key component to healing. I think it's one of the many components you need, because at first you would need accountability, but I think that forgiving yourself is more of the end part of it, because that's the part where you coming out of the cycle or the reality you were in, and now you're creating space for something new to come in, for new knowledge, new understanding, new ways, and I'm all for the new knowledge, new everything, okay? New money, new clothes, new hair, all of that. So it's just kind of like, I feel like it's a key component at the end where you really truly can heal from the situation. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about today. I hope you really liked the video. I'm gonna say it again. Please like, share, and subscribe. All of my contacts is in the description box. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye.